The Lilarium perenne is a grass flower that pollinates by wind. It has very long and thin anthers which contain large amounts of light pollen that is easily picked up by wind. These plants also have relatively large stigmas which assist in collecting pollen that was carried by wind. The honeybee is considered the most important insect that transfers pollen between flowers and plants. The body colour of a honeybee is very distinct and assists in camouflaging the bee with the surrounding flora. The plants that attract honeybees are textured with many stripes or dots that indicate the location of the nectaries on that particular plant. This helps the bee to instantly identify where the nectar is located. The nectar-feeding honeyeater is an example of an Australian species that is associated with the process of pollination. As birds do not have a strong sense of smell, they rely on their sense of sight to be drawn to plants storing nectar. As a result, birds are more attracted to plants that have bright colours, such as the New South Wales waratah. The bright red petals of the waratah are long and slightly curved. Honeyeaters do not see the shape of the petals as an issue, as they have long, brush-tipped tongues which soak up the liquids rapidly. Seeds such as Flindicea and Casuarina have adapted characteristics that are suitable to withstand being carried long distances by wind. The Flindicea and Casuarina have very fine and light seeds which allow the plants to be easily dispersed by wind. Some seeds, such as the eucalypts and banksias, are stored until a fire causes the pods to open. Seed dispersal by fire provides a significant advantage to the seeds affected by it, as they are invited to recolonize the land once the fire has cleared. Seed dispersal via water consists of seeds that can float on water and can be dispersed over different bodies of water. Mangroves are an example of this. Mangroves have evolved over time to produce seeds that are light and can float for long distances. This is due to their high levels of salinity, which causes them to have a high buoyancy. Spore formation consists of an organism that breaks up into a number of pieces, each of which eventually develops into an organism like the parent form, for example algae. The spores of freshwater algae are dispersed mainly by running water, wind, and living creatures, and marine spores are spread by currents. Another type of asexual reproduction is budding. Budding involves the development of a new individual as an outgrowth of the parent plant. An Australian example of budding is grooved brain coral. Grooved brain coral is shaped like semicircular domes and are found in warm, shallow waters near the coast. Runners are long, thin stems that grow along the surface of the soil. Buds form at points along the runner, and eventually these buds form and grow into new plants. An example of this is spinifex grass. Spinifex grass is a tough and spiky organism. Its tough outer layer protects the grass from any predators, and its roots are approximately 3 meters long.